Good morning, guys. So I am up. I am heading to Lexington, Kentucky with one of my friends. He is doing a marathon and I am going to go support him and be there for him. So I'm excited to see one of his races, and we'll see how this goes and how everything plays out. But I'm excited. Should be a little bit warmer there than here in Nebraska, so I'm just gonna take my jacket just in case, because I think in the morning it's gonna be like 30 something degrees when they start, and then it'll be like 60 degrees after that. But yeah, so that's where I'm going. I'm going to Lexington, Kentucky, and I will bring you guys along this adventure. I'll see you guys later. Bye. And here, right when we arrived to Louisville, they had bourbon tasting right away off the bat. So we got to taste a couple of them. So that was pretty cool. Then we ended up going to the Muhammad Ali Center. And then this is the area where everything was flooded. It was crazy. We thought it was closed, but it wasn't. So we were able to actually go in there and actually tour his place. And that was just really cool and informative. I knew he was a big boxer and everything, but I wasn't very familiar. I always thought, one thing that I learned about him, I always thought he was Muslim, but apparently he didn't convert until he was an adult. So that was pretty cool to learn and see all his stuff, and throughout the years how much he did and how much he helped the community, and just, it was just amazing learning about him, and I had a blast doing all that.
Dale. Fast. So fast.
So fast. Okay guys, so it is morning time. We made it here to Kentucky and it was fairly easy flight. I went from Omaha to Chicago to Kentucky. And then yesterday we went to a museum, to the Muhammad Ali Museum. We tried to go to the mining place, but the caves, and we weren't able to get in, but we're going to try to go tomorrow. Today's marathon day, so my friend's getting ready to go do his marathon. I'm gonna go support him, and then we're gonna go do some tours on some distilleries and a couple museums. So we'll see all that we do today, but I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. And one of the big reasons why I came to Kentucky was to support my friend on his marathon. He has done 67 marathons, which is freaking amazing. He's just an amazing person. He inspires me to do better in life. This mark here was mile 10. I was able to find him there and give him a banana, and he gave me his gloves because he didn't want to carry them. But it was so much fun seeing him go through that. And then we got to chase him around. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I love chasing him around and trying to figure out where he was at. I was able to find him here on mile 16th, which is the hardest. A lot of marathon runners do say that 16 through probably 20 miles, that's when it's the worst. They're just miserable. But it was really fun just to be able to catch him. This guy here got first place, which was crazy. He did it under 3 minutes. 3 hours. I cannot talk today. But here, my friend, he got second place in his age division, which was amazing. I was just so proud of him to be able to see that. And after his marathon, we decided to go do some bourbon tasting, which was really cool. I'm not a big fan of bourbon, but a lot of people do like it. But it was very interesting. You did learn a lot about how they make bourbon and how everything just comes together. So that was pretty cool to learn. And a fun little fact, when they charred these barrels, it's funny that they burn them from the inside. They use them for the bourbon for 30 years. Then they ship them out to Mexico to be used with Don Julio's tequila. And then after 30 years, then they ship them out to the Bahamas to use it for rum. And in 20 years, they get rid of them. So they have a lifespan of 80 years, which is pretty cool.
Selection today, guys, which is our rye whiskey. So let's go ahead and let's pick up our third glass. Give this one a smell too.
I'm still not letting whoa.
All right. What can we smell on this one, guys?
Smells and tastes like I'm going here on my chest.
Alright, now we're ready for that s'more. Let's go ahead. This one is a major percent to make it harder to smell. It is grapefruit and chamomile.
You can have it.
It's much more exciting.
And of course, we had to come to the Kentucky Fried Chicken original spot where everything started, which was really cool to learn about. The actual restaurant is made into a museum, so that was really cool to experience. And you get to order there your food and have it literally inside the museum. You get to eat inside the museum. We walked around. They had the original kitchen and the original dishwasher and all that stuff that they had. And it used to be a hotel too. So it was a small little town, which was really, really cool. And you guys can pause and read a little bit of the history of it on that little page. And then that's how the hotel used to be. So that was pretty cool to see and experience and see all the things that they had in the museum. It was really cool. I do recommend it. It is a little bit ways out from Lexington. It's about like almost an hour and a half drive, but it was so worth it. And then here we came to the cemetery to see Muhammad Ali's tombstone and also Colonel's tombstone. So that was pretty cool to experience that. And then my friend found this Shakespeare theater thing that they were gonna do at a park, and we decided to go out and check it out and just see what they had to offer. And it was just fun watching them act as these high school students playing Shakespeare. So that was pretty fun to see. And of course, then we came to the Louisville Mega Cavern, which was very interesting. It's not what I expected. I was thinking of seeing like caves and stuff like that underground, but actually it's not. It's more of a mine that they did, and so they have these huge, big warehouses down there. They're all underground, which is really cool to see, but it was not what I expected. But it was pretty cool to learn a little bit the history of it, that they will be using that for shelter, to keep people safe if anything nuclear happens. And that up there where I'm pointing at is blue crab, which funny fact about them, that their blood is actually blue. It is not red like any other animal. They're the only ones that have blue blood, which I learned when he was telling us that. But they do have zip lining in there. That was pretty cool to see them zip lining through the caves. And then of course they were telling us about that they have so many people, companies that store things there, like Amazon. They have helicopters, they have RVs, they have pretty much anything down there that you can think of. Okay guys, so I'm here at Bandidos and I'm about to grub, heading back to Nebraska today, but look at the food I'm eating. OMG. It is freaking amazing. See you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay guys, so I made it back from Kentucky, back to Omaha. I had a blast. I got to support my friend on his marathon, so that was a lot of fun. I honestly did not expect to have a lot of fun chasing him around. I was like, I'll be very honest, I was kind of dreading it to do this, because it was going to be cold, and I was just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I actually enjoyed it. I was like, just the adrenaline of just following them, trying to figure out. And then we didn't have no signal, like, well, I didn't have his location. Like, he shared his location with me so I can track him to see where he's at, but for whatever reason it wasn't working. So I was like guessing to find him, like trying to figure out how to see where he was at and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. I loved it and enjoyed it. I will definitely be supporting him in more future marathons because it was just so much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys like the content. We did a lot of things, museums and stuff like that, and distilleries. So I hope you guys like this video. Comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys on my next adventure. Okay, bye.